and I are going to a big music festival here in Salt Lake City. It's a 2-day event, and the lineup just came out, and so I was going through the lineup, looking at the various artists, and listening to some of their more popular tracks. And much to my dismay, I realized that most of them are 140 beats per minute or even faster. There are only a small handful that go as low as 125 beats per minute, but to be perfectly honest, I can't dance to 125 beats per minute for more than about 30 seconds. And so I was super bummed out, but I was really looking forward to this music festival. I was hoping to be in better physical shape than I am, but alas, this is the hand I've been dealt. So instead of shuffle dancing at this festival, I think I'm going to focus a little bit more on dancing drum and bass steps, otherwise known as DnB. The drum and bass genre is actually at much higher tempos than most tech house, which is where most shuffle dancing occurs. However, drum and bass stepping is actually a lot easier to do than shuffle dancing because they're dancing on the count, not on the half count. So for a shuffle dancer like myself, dancing to 160 beats per minute feels a lot more like dancing to 80 beats per minute, and that is far more doable. So for the past couple of days, I've been really studying up on some of the more basic DnB steps. And I have 6 of them that I'm going to try to put together into some freestyle combos when I go to the festival. And I know several of you out there have also expressed some interest in DnB, so I hope you find this tutorial helpful. Before I get into each of the individual steps that I showed in the demo, just a little bit of information about the basis of DnB stepping. So first of all, we don't really have a concept of a perch, position, and a landing. In shuffle, the perch position is done on the half count, and the landing is done on the beat. But in DnB stepping, we're actually hitting every single beat. We're not doing anything in the off beat. And a second really important concept is that this is a really big hoppy move. It's intended to be bouncy, and the people who are really, really good at this almost look like they're barely tapping down on the floor before they're back up in the air again. So it kind of feels like a lot of the time that you're doing DnB stepping, you're actually more up in the air than you are on the ground. And that's very different from shuffle. And then the third concept that's pretty important is this concept of bouncing forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And that is really central to DnB stepping. And when you are moving forward and back, your upper body is actually relatively stable in the same position. So it's almost like your lower half is moving forward and back while your upper body kind of remains the same. Okay, so starting off with the basic DnB step. On the first count, I'm going to hop forward, but I'm going to actually land flat-footed on my left, and on my right, I'm going to land on the toe. So I'm just going to hop forward like this and land like this. And then on count 2, I'm going to hop that same weighted left foot back, turning my right free leg onto the heel like this. Okay, that's the basic step. So I went from here, 1, 2. Again, from here, 1, 2. Okay, and now I need to change sides. My right leg is already forward, so really all I need to do is hop my left foot back up to here. But at the same time, I'm going to change my weighted foot from my left to my right. So I'm going to land on my left toe, my right heel, like this. Now I'm going to do the same thing as before. My right foot is going to hop back. My left foot that's on the toe is just going to turn onto the heel, like this. And then I'm just going to continue that just as we just did. So now my front foot that's on the heel is going to go flat. My back foot is going to hop forward onto the toe, like this. My right toe turns onto the heel. My left foot hops back. So I can go in a little bit faster. It looks like this. Okay, and then before continuing on from that, it's actually a really good idea for you to master that very basic step, because it's that hop forward and hop back that forms the foundation, and that really has to be committed to muscle memory. If you're a shuffle dancer, it's not an easy transition to make. But if you are comfortable with that first step, let's go through some of the other moves. Okay, the next is the DnB double pedal. So it's just like the singles that we just did, only we're doing it twice on each side before changing sides. So we're going to go here, we're going to go forward just like we did, heel with the hop back, same foot on the toe, same foot on the heel. Now we can switch sides. Toe, heel, same toe, same heel, switch sides. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. And picking up a little bit of speed. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Okay, and that's the double pedal. Next up we have the DnB heels running man, which looks a lot like the heels running man or the shaper running man in shuffle dancing, but it's a lot more bouncy and the position is slightly different. So we're going to start here again, and then on the count I'm going to hop forward, I'm going to lift my right leg like this. And then my right foot is just going to go down as my back foot hops back, like this. Now I'm going to switch that up. I'm going to lift my left leg. My right leg, which is already front, is just going to land flat, like this. And now my right foot hops back while my left foot comes down on the heel, like this. So again, my front foot stays where it is. My back knee goes up. Now my left perch leg hops back while my front knee comes down in front on the heel. So then going a little bit faster, it looks like this. Okay, next up, the DnB double heels running man, just like the single, but we're going to add a double in there. So it's going to look like this. Starting left again, we're going to go forward knee up, down, same exact thing, back foot hops forward, down again. Left knee goes up, left heel, left knee goes up, left heel. So going faster. Okay, next up, the DnB corkscrew. If you've seen the shuffle version corkscrew, it's like this. The DnB version looks a lot like that, but there's no pivoting. It's all going to be hopping. And this is a 4-count move. So we're going to start just like usual. It's going to be hop forward on count 1, hop back onto a heel, and then when we hop forward again, we're going to do that corkscrew. So it's going to be here. Actually just twisting up here, and then I'm going to go right back to the heel again for the hop back. Same on the other foot, toe, heel, cross, heel. So faster, it looks like this. Okay, and then the last move is the heel twist, very much like the corkscrew, but instead of screwing in like this, you're actually going to twist out like this. Otherwise, it's the same exact mechanics, a 4-count move. So it's going to be out, back, heel out, back, switch, out, back, heel out, back. It's a little faster. It looks something like this. Okay, so those are the 6 basic steps for DnB stepping. Wish me luck this weekend. I hope to pull it off with some good freestyle. And if you're having any trouble with these, please reach out. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.